All right, hello everybody. Good afternoon. You've got Colin and Ryan from the Under team here. Excited to connect today on today's version of our Ask Me Anything. So today we'll just take a half hour to go through the questions that you asked about everything digital onboarding, the Under platform itself. Really anything is how we go about these webinars. So we'll dive into the questions here right away in a second, just to make sure we use the half hour correctly. But before that, Ryan, I wanted to take a second, introduce you, and tell us a little bit about what you do here at Under.
Thanks, Colin. Yeah, really excited about this AMA today. Just as a little intro, I am our customer success lead over at Under. So I'm helping out active clients with onboarding and getting them all set in the system. So just very excited to get started and showcase some of the new things in our pipeline.
Awesome, man. Yeah, appreciate you taking the time to help out and host this live event today. Quickly before we dive into the questions, just a few housekeeping things. We do have a few questions that were asked beforehand, so Ryan and I will go through those. However, we are definitely open to questions on the spot or in the moment as well. So you should, as an attendee, be able to go into the chat section in the GoTo platform and ask a question directly. I'll be monitoring those while we go through the pre-asked questions. So if you do have something that comes up while we're on this call today, feel free to put it in there. But with that said, I will go ahead and start running down our questions. The first one that we have today for the Ask Me Anything is, what challenges do ISOs have competing with PayPal, Stripe, and Square in 2024? And I think it's an awesome question, one that we see. Obviously, we sell into the payment space, so it's a topic. It's a constant topic in the payment space, really. The market share continues to be taken a bit more by some of the aggregators like PayPal and Stripe, as we mentioned in the question. And I think for me, Ryan, there's really two main things and main challenges for ISOs. The first one really is that speed to value conversation, right? As a consumer these days, especially with use of more and more software in my daily life, I really am looking for that aha moment quickly. And so when I sign up for Stripe, for example, it takes me 2 minutes to create an account and run a transaction. That is not necessarily the case when it comes to full merchant accounts through payment processing ISOs. And obviously we know that, but I think that is the main challenge. So ISOs are doing things to kind of close that gap or provide value in other ways to kind of frame it as, we know you can't run a transaction in 30 seconds after signing up with us, but what you can do is XYZ. So that speed to value, that quicker aha moment is definitely the biggest challenge that I see when it comes to competing with some of the aggregators in the payment space. The opportunity, quickly before we move on to the next question, the opportunity that arises for ISOs in that regard is really more of the customer experience. When you sign up with an aggregator, typically you have lower transaction limits. And so, you may run into things like funding holds or even account freezes. Whereas if you sign up with the payments ISO, you get an opportunity to kind of give a hand holding approach and say, based on your business model, based on your transaction sizes, you may see X, Y, and Z. So this is what you should expect when you open up an account with us, and this is why we may be a bit better for your particular business than a Stripe. So a few things that I see when it comes to challenges that ISOs have. I think it's an awesome question, and it's one that obviously we're all constantly trying to solve for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anything to add on to that one, Ryan, or do you want to roll right into question two?
Let's go right into question two.
Go for it.
All right. So, transitioning to the platform. The second question was, what are templates and why is Under implementing them to our products? So this is one thing that we've been working on for the past few months. Very excited about it. Heard feedback from existing clients and just throughout our team, understanding that we have two separate products or three, with applications, PDFs, and integrations, being able to integrate identity tools and CRMs into the platform. What we've done with templates is really created or combined those workflows into one package. So what I'm going to show, and I'll start sharing my screen in just a second, is templates, starting at our template marketplace. where current users and internal users will be able to showcase their own templates that they've built, as well as um, our team will be able to build this build this library so that more and more users will be able to find the templates that they need to be successful using Under. So what you can see here is our template marketplace, and um, this will be where you can find those first few templates. You'll be able to leverage this new templates marketplace to share and edit a growing library of all kinds of online forms. So as you can see from here, we've started with an identity and business verification form where you'll be able to easily use certain integrations that we've turned on for you, as well as a W-9, and then getting into processor applications as well. I'll quickly demonstrate how easy it is to grab a pre-made template from the marketplace and then make it my own by customizing a few things from my end. So from this templates marketplace, I can grab the Car Connect template, easily duplicate that template to make it my own and add to my own template library. From here, I can view my personal templates. I'll go ahead and open up the new template I just grabbed from the marketplace. When this loads, we'll be able to open up the new template template editor. And from what you can see at the top of the page, there are various tabs. So form, PDF, integrations, calculations, and settings, being able to really customize this to make it your own. So you can click into any of these options as you've previously been able to from the application editor, but we've put this into one succinct bundle, so you can easily update whatever you would like right here. Basic information, anything like that. You can click between the PDF, easily see the PDF mapper right here, as well as the integration config, which we'll get into at one of our later questions.
Yeah, Ryan, I was really happy to see that this question came up right away, really after the first one talking about ISO or challenges that ISOs have, because, like I just went through, one of the things that is really important when signing up with an aggregator is that speed to value. And so for, how that relates to Under is, we want people to come into our platform quickly and be able to quickly create customers or create applications for their sales agents or sales teams. So I was really happy with, there was a smile on my face when I saw that question come up, because it really is the same conversation, right? Is we are trying to get our customers to find those aha moments, those quicker customers. And I think what you're showing here on our screen is a really good example of that.
Definitely, and being able to grab those templates from the marketplace, easily make it your own, and just make some quick edits and be on your way. Sending out applications just makes time to value much, much, much easier. So that's the first question. I think we can transition to the next one, Colin. So that would be, how can I quickly and easily verify my leads? So I will stick in the platform, and transitioning off of this Car Connect form, I'll jump back to the template marketplace and quickly grab the identity and business verification template, where I'll be easily able to connect the KYC and KYB tools that are built into the template editor. When this jumps into my templates, I'll jump back into the template editor. And from here, this will be a quick form allowing the customer to fill in their personal information as well as business information. And then you can easily run these KYC and KYB tools to verify their identity. So what I'll do is jump to integrations, and you can see from this integration config, we've already confirmed that these fields can connect to the identifiers on the right-hand side with the account as well as contact information. And what I'll do as well is turn on auto sync, which will allow customers to, or once this application has been sent to a customer, it automatically runs the tools turned on in this modal to be able to easily verify their identity. So from this page, just showing the identity and business verification pre-application, where you can easily and quickly verify identity in businesses.
I think that's
Anything to
I
add
think
here,
that's
Colin?
well, I think it's really kind of relevant time wise for my day to day. Last month, I hosted a webinar with a company called NockPay and Thomas, and his conversation was really around hit their efforts in building up an inbound marketing lead flow. So he focuses heavily on the top of funnel where he's working through SEO, SEM, referral partnerships on the internet, creating a lot of blogs and social media posts to get leads at the top of the funnel. And that conversation quickly turned into how do you deal with the fraud that comes with that, right? Because if you're investing in internet-based leads, we know it's inevitable and only growing more and more with each day that passes. So I think it's really nice to see here, Ryan, that it's an easy, again, speed to value thing where you can easily verify those leads immediately. And we give you the customization to do that in a variety of different ways between lead gen forms or pre-apps or even full applications. But obviously a necessity when it comes to selling on the internet and opening up accounts digitally.
Definitely, definitely. Well said. So I will jump to the next question right here.
Yeah.
This would be, how would I manage templates within a team as opposed to what currently exists with applications and PDFs? So what I can showcase right here, I'll jump back to my templates, which will be my personal library of templates that I've built out and customized for myself. In this use case, maybe I have a team of 3 or 4 sales agents that I want to give this Card Connect template to. It's as easy as just going to the right-hand side and being able to share this application or template with your company. Once you do so, you'll be able to jump into, so you can see right here, will be shared with the company and will be available to all members. So all members of your team will be able to quickly and easily be able to edit that, edit or send out that Card Connect application. And you can see that you can jump into the company templates right here. Once this loads, you'll be able to see our new Card Connect template available to all users of this company. Anything to add here, Colin?
No, I think while you're showing that, Ryan, I just wanted to take 1 second to remind everybody, as I mentioned at the start of the call, we are taking live questions as well. So if anybody has any questions and wants to throw them in the chat or in the questions, feel free to do that. And Ryan and I will answer those as we go. These are the, previously provided questions when people signed up.
Perfect. It looks like this next question, I can pass it over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. So one other question we had was, where do you see digital onboarding going in financial services? So, again, a little bit away from the under platform itself and more about the industry that we're in, which is digital onboarding, digital account opening, specifically within financial services. And it's a rapidly changing one, as we would all probably assume. I think the main thing that I think about a lot is the automation within that. So specifically within automated underwriting, are there platforms that are being created that you can do all of the underwriting things that you need to within a single platform? I think, before I started working with Under, I worked at a payments ISO called Payline Data, which was a wholesale ISO doing a large amount of transactions. And one of the things that I noticed right away was the amount of platforms needed to do something like open up a merchant or a payment processing account or a merchant account. So that, for example, we would have a full back office team whose job was to copy paste. We had underwriters on staff who would log into 3 or 4 different platforms to check the Secretary of State, to run a credit check, to run a KYC. So it felt like at that time, which is a couple of years ago now, obviously, it felt like a very segmented process. And I think when we're talking about trends within digital onboarding, it's platforms like Under and our competitors that are streamlining that process so that companies in the financial services can truly open up accounts in one platform and using the automation tools at the disposal, using the conditional logic at their disposal. And then the second thing I think about, which is less about just operational efficiency and more about top line revenue is the additional revenue streams that are available when it comes to digital account opening. For example, one of the things we see in payments all the time is there are similar financial services accounts like payments that you can sell to the same customer. So a very common example for our customers is obviously you're opening up a payment processing account, but maybe you also want to open up a payroll account, or you want to get a merchant cash advance or a business loan or business insurance. So it's uh, if you have digital account opening at your disposal as a payment processing company, you can now more easily open up additional revenue streams on that one customer because now you have all the information you need, or you have 90% of the information that you need because you have all their payments information. If you want to get that same customer to open up a payroll account through you, it's a whole lot easier because you're doing things like, again, removing that copying, pasting. No need to do a full underwriting process from A to Z again. It's just the information at your disposal and an easier way for you to open up additional revenue streams because you have all that information. So those are the two big things I see, Ryan. The third one, and actually would be the implementation of AI. And I'll pause on that one for a little bit, maybe as a cliffhanger potentially, because we do have SEAA coming up next week in New Orleans, and our co-founder and CEO Jeff is participating in a panel specifically around AI within payments. And so, if anybody on this call is going to SEAA, that I believe it's Tuesday afternoon, where Jeff will be speaking on that. But obviously, as we see AI rapidly growing in all things, it's definitely true in digital onboarding as well. But those are the three things I see, Ryan. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that question?
No, I think you covered that very succinctly. And yeah, I mean, AI is everywhere now. So I think that'd be a great conversation next week, and very excited to see Jeff dig in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, it looks like our next question is based around integrations within the platform, specifically around CRM integrations and what do we currently offer. So I'll unpause my screen, or actually reshare. 1 second. Yeah, and we currently offer, as far as CRMs go, we currently offer Salesforce, HubSpot, as well as an Iris integration. Um, we are open to various other integrations through our strategic partnership with a company called Merge. What this does is allows us to quickly connect other CRM integrations with Under from a library of other support platforms. This includes Pipedrive, Zendesk, Zoho CRM, to name a few. I can quickly jump to um, the Merge website where it would show supported CRM platforms, so we can um, easily take a look at that. What I can show as well is inside of our template editor, which I showcased previously. Our template or our integration config allows you to um, easily string up integrations with various other offerings, such as those other CRMs once we make those available. So again, if there are any other integrations that come to mind from any other existing clients, please let us know, and we can make that as part of our list as well.
Yeah, we're really excited about that partnership with Merge, Ryan, to help deliver additional value to our clients in an efficient and quick manner. So I think really well said, and definitely excited to see that come out in the next couple of weeks for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Looks like we've got just one last question here. I'll check the chat one more time. Here we go. Dan Mitchell in the questions asked Ryan, can you elaborate on the Salesforce integration? Does that mean data collected by Under can be exported to Salesforce, or can Salesforce data be imported into Under or bi-directional?
Yeah, it's a great question, Dan. So at the moment, this would just be one direction. So from Under to Salesforce, this would be through our common model. So any account information, contact information would be pushed to Salesforce.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for chiming in, Dan. And then Ryan, transitioning into, is it automatic or manual push? One quick follow-up from Dan Mitchell for you, Ryan.
Yeah, so either way, really, it allows, as I quickly kind of touched on in the identity and business verification template right here, we introduced this tool, AutoSync, which allows you to um, automatically push that information once an application has been completed. So you can either push these manually or automatically if that toggle is turned on through your template.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Dan. Appreciate you jumping in. And obviously, we only have a half hour today, so if you wanted to follow up with us separately after the call, we're more than happy to connect with you and to dig in a little bit further. Last pre-provided question for us, Ryan, was how does Under provide real-time underwriting data?
Yeah, that's a great question. What I'm going to do is transition over to um, our updated customer record that goes along with the templates release. I'll refer to a test customer that I ran previously, which would show uh, just some quick integration results from the identity platform. So we can jump into our updated customer record where you can see the data laid out through separate tabs right here. What I'll quickly jump into is our new integrations tab, where you can see on the left-hand side all of our available integrations, ones that have been connected and ones that have not been ran as of yet. So you can see from at a glance the Twilio integration, which would be our multi-factor authentication via phone, our Google Maps integration, location services, which allow you to see where the customer completed their application. And then I'll jump into personal identity, which has been ran previously. So at a glance, you can see some quick integration results from our personal identity check, which allows you to see certain match data, reason codes as to why this may have flagged as address warning, fraud warning, or denied fraud. And you're easily able to actually edit these values as well. So you can see in here, maybe you realize after running this check that the customer may have put in an incorrect address. You can easily and quickly jump back to the data tab, jump to the fields where they may have been entered incorrectly, edit this information right here just as a test. I'll go ahead and click save. And once I jump back to integrations, I can easily rerun this integration with these new results to see if anything changes right here. Anything you see, Colin, here that you can add?
No, I think just a high level is exactly what we were looking for with that question, Ryan. So yeah, that's perfect. And um, like I said, we've used about 25 of the 30 minutes. We don't have any other pre-asked questions. So we'll pause here for just 10 seconds to see if there's anything else from anybody on the call. Otherwise, we can give 5 minutes back. But Ryan, just wanted to thank you again for taking the time to answer some of the questions we have. And obviously, like you showed today, we're very excited about some of the things that are coming out in the next few weeks on the underside of things.
Definitely. Yeah, and very excited to roll this out to our new customers, new and existing customers, and just very excited to just continue to receive feedback and iterate on this. So yeah, thank you all for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.